And we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight. We've got Tuesday night action coming your way between the New York Islanders and Ottawa Senators. This is a big game. Both of these teams desperate for any kind of points, any kind of wins that they can get. Ottawa actually playing a lot better recently, currently on a 3-game winning streak. The Islanders, on the other hand, 10 losses in a row. Some of them have come in overtime, so they've gotten a point out of those games, but still winless in their last 10 for the Islanders. They are in absolute desperation mode at this point, and I expect this to be a very hard-fought game. You know, people might be thinking, why are you covering the Islanders and Senators? Because even though neither of these teams are looking very good right now, I expect this to be a very hard-fought game because of the situation that these teams are in and how desperate they are for points. So this should be an interesting one tonight. I'm excited to get the puck dropped and see how this goes when they get underway. And again, for the Islanders here, what a disaster of a season so far for them. They have got to start putting some wins in the win column. This is a monster game for them. But welcome in, everybody. Really appreciate you all being here. Islanders big fan, Oilers man, BC4F. Welcome to the chat. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Very much appreciated, as we're about 10 minutes or so away from puck drop in this one. And these teams are going to be going at it here shortly with a big 2 points on the line. Is this losing streak ever going to end here for New York? They got an opportunity tonight to squash it at 10 and get themselves back into the win column and pick up a big 2 points that they desperately need. Checking Twitter earlier today, taking a look at who is expected to play in goal for these two teams. It looks like it's going to be Ilya Sorokin in goal for the Islanders, and I believe Gustafson's expected to start for the Ottawa Senators here tonight. So should be an interesting goaltending matchup. Yeah, checking Twitter here, it does look like it should be Gustafson versus Sorokin in goal, possibly. We'll see. Ottawa, I'm not quite sure, but definitely Sorokin expected for the Islanders here. Hey, Austin, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Xanified, what's going on? Welcome in. Trevor, what's going on? Welcome. Good to see you guys in the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm doing pretty good, Austin. How are you? Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Yeah, pretty wild night between Jets and the Leafs. That turned into old time hockey pretty quick there between those two. It was pretty. I mean, Pionk 2 games for kneeing. That's pretty standard. Yeah, Philip Gustafson leads the Senators onto the ice for warm-up, so he will be starting, it looks like, for the Sens. You know, Pionk's knee on knee, that's pretty standard. 2-game suspension, about what you would expect for that. Spezza, yeah, he went right after him. That was interesting. He went right after him. Sorokin is in net, Oilers man for the Islanders. It's out on Twitter. Sorokin's the starting goalie tonight. He went, like, the thing with what Spezza did is he basically, like, drove his knee through his head after already seeing that he was down on the ice. So that kind of makes it a targeted attack, which is going to lead to certainly a longer suspension. I don't know. I'd say Spezza probably gets, like, 5 games maybe. I feel like he definitely shouldn't get longer than what Lemieux got for biting, but I also thought Lemieux would probably get more, like 8 for biting and didn't. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Spezza, I haven't even seen it come out on Spezza yet, like what the suspension is, but I don't know. I'd probably say 5, but I'm generally on the lighter side when it comes to that, so we'll see what it is. But the knee to the head, and with Pionk now injured in concussion protocol, that's definitely not going to help Spezza's case. But yeah, that was some 90s like action between those two teams. It was pretty fun to go back and watch, though. Definitely had an enjoyable time watching them go at it. Vernon, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It's great to see you in the chat. What the heck? Yeah, Lemieux biting Brady Tkachuk. I'm surprised he didn't get more for that, honestly. I thought that would be a bigger suspension than just 5 games, but it's what it is. So, Chris, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, that's definitely not your usual Jason Spezza, Xanafied. He's not a guy like who's really done that throughout his career. He was always actually back I'm thinking back to when Spezza was with Ottawa and stuff. Spezza was the guy that Ottawa was always protecting. Like Chris Neal and guys like that were always out there to protect Spezza. Spezza wasn't the guy, doing stuff like that and getting involved physically like that. So it was definitely kind of weird to see him get involved in that way, but he definitely saw an opportunity to nail Pionk, and he did. He went right for him. Nope, McDavid was not suspended for boarding. He just got, the 5 in the game for that game, but he was nothing else for McDavid. That was a pretty standard boarding. Like I said, when it happened, that was your pretty typical boarding penalty. Hey, Jacob, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Excuse me. A lot of other action going on tonight. It's a pretty big night in the NHL. There's a lot of games tonight. I'll go through the schedule. We've got Columbus and Toronto playing, also starting at 7. Tampa Bay and Montreal starts at 7. Obviously, this game. Nashville and Detroit is at 7. Anaheim and Buffalo play at 7:30. The Panthers and the Blues play at 8. The Hurricanes and the Jets play at 8. The Rangers and the Blackhawks play at 8:30. The Wild and Oilers play at 9 p.m. And the Flames and Sharks are the late game tonight at 10:30. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 games tonight in the NHL. That's a pretty good slate. Not quite half the league, or no, actually no, yeah, no, more than half, because you're gonna have 20 out of 32 teams active tonight, so that is more than half the league playing. It's a pretty big night in the NHL. We'll see how all these games go. Hey, Trevor, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. It is 2021 Oilers, man. All right, I'm going to get the poll up in the chat before I forget so you guys can vote on who you think is going to win tonight. So we got the Islanders currently on a 10-game winless streak as the away team, and the Senators, who are actually on a 3-game winning streak, are at home. So poll should be up in the chat now. Get your votes in. Let me know who you guys think is going to win as we get ready for puck drop here. Looks like they just finished up the national anthems. Yep, they're skating away. They just finished up the national anthems. We're getting ready for puck drop. These teams will be lining up at center ice at any moment now, and we will be underway. All right, looks like Ilya Sorokin in net for the Islanders. Philip Gustafsson in goal for the Senators. And that is your goaltending matchup here tonight. Yeah, Xanafied, the next time that the Jets and Leafs play, it's definitely going to be interesting for sure. Joey, what's going on? Bubsy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you both so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Welcome everyone into the chat. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Please don't forget to drop those thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of every team are welcome and wanted. We are underway in this one as the Islanders dump it into the offensive zone, and a quick throw in on Gustafsson there is covered up 9 seconds in. It will be an attacking zone face-off here for New York. Jay, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. We are getting going here. Just started as the Isles desperate for a win. Senators trying to keep their win streak going. This should be a very hard-fought game between these two teams here tonight. Pajot's going to get tossed out of the dot. Paul Mary comes in to take it against Nick Paul. And Paul wins it back for the Senators. Played now. Zub behind the net. Gets it over and out of the zone. Moved up here by Ottawa into the offensive end. Stützle can't get to it. Sen's trying to come back the other way, but Ottawa throws it back in. Around behind Sorokin. Plays it over to Andy Green. Green gets pressured there, but it's moved up the boards. That was Connor Brown on the forecheck. Islanders trying to work it out now. They loft it by Artem Zub, and Beauvillier's after it. Anthony Beauvillier along the sideboards. Ottawa's able to get back. They pass it up. Brady Tkachuk takes it out of the zone. Over the red line. Pass up to Batherson into the offensive end. Forechecking pressure coming. Out into the middle. Josh Bailey gets back, and the Islanders take the puck out of the zone. Backhanded deep here now by New York. Bailey will go in on the forecheck. Played corner to corner. Ottawa trying to clear it out. Pellet keeps it in. Long shot blocked wide. Lee finds it. Anders Lee sends it down low to Josh Bailey. Back to Lee behind the net. Played now back out to the point. That one hops over the stick of Pellick and all the way back to the New York zone. Taken now. Islanders behind their own net looking to work this one out. Moved up here. Played by Pellick. Pass to the middle. Into the offensive end. Here's Bellows. His cross-ice pass doesn't connect with Wahlstrom. Senators come back the other way. Bellows with a great back check, though. Pokes it away in the neutral zone. Isles back in. Here's a chance. A short side shot there, and a nice save by Gustafsson. Gambrell takes a hit, but gets it out of the zone. It's taken now. Islanders with it. Through the neutral zone. Back in on the attack. Here's Bellows into the offensive end. Down in the corner, he takes a check. Trying to play it out now are the Senators. Clutterbuck comes in. Forechecking pressure keeps it. Now they'll try the other side. Good hit again on the forecheck, but Ottawa clears. Played now. Islanders bring it right back into the Sens zone. Hard after it down low. Played deep and sent around the boards. Good job there. Ross Johnston with a hit. Coming back the other way now. Here comes Ottawa. They dump it into the Islanders zone. Sorokin comes out and plays it. Gets it over to Green. Formenton not able to get that on the forecheck. And into the offensive zone. Islanders back on the attack. And by the faceoff dot. Shot there. Saved by Gustafsson. Rebound in front is taken by Ottawa. Ottawa with it now. Shabbat. Long pass up and out of the zone to Ennis into the offensive end. Sens trying to go back on the attack. Tierney can't get to it, and New York sends it the other way. Back into the Ottawa zone, but it's going to get whistled down. It looks like we have an icing call here. 17:03 to go in the first. And we're going to have a face-off back down at the Islanders' end of the ice. Just about 3 minutes into this scoreless first period. Will, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Glad to see you in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off here now for the Senators. They win it back. That's Josh Norris. But they're going to whistle that down and redo the face-off. And it looks like they're kicking Norris out of the faceoff dot. So Brady Tkachuk is going to come in to take it. Taken now. Chance right off the draw. Nice save there by Sorokin. Great opportunity for Norris right off of the faceoff. Taken now, though. Sen still in the attacking zone. Isles finally trying to clear. Good hit there by Batherson, but it's out of the zone. Zub goes back to play it in his own end. Tries to shake off Beauvillier there. Gets it to Norris. Norris behind his own net. Up the boards it goes. Bailey with the check, but it's cleared out of the zone here by Ottawa. Eddie, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. That one's backhanded up. Islanders keep it in. Good job there at the point. Now Pelech falls down. Gets to it first, though, and sends it deep. Puck's in the corner. Zub getting a hit there. Now Stützle takes it. Tim Stützle up, passes it out of the zone. Over the red line, dumped into the offensive end. Down in now, Nick Paul on the forecheck. Steals the puck away. He takes it in the corner. Back out high to the point. Sent back the other way by Zaitsev. Around deep. Stützle on the far side. That one's kept in again at the blue line. That looked like Shabbat, and now it's sent down. Pelech will try the breakout again with Connor Brown all over him. Senators doing a good job on the forecheck. Finally, the Islanders clear. Sens get it right back in the neutral zone. Back to the offensive end. Played now by Brown. Cross-ice pass too far in front of Shabbat. Trying to go backdoor for Stützle, but it was in his skates. Ends up down now. Played out here. Jay with the 5. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Let's get that dono hype in the chat for Jay, everyone. Dropping a 5 on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Into the offensive zone. Ottawa back on the attack. Shabbat with a backhand. That one gets stopped in front. Wallstrom trying to get it out. New York back the other way now into the Ottawa zone. Shabbat steals it away from Bellows. Tries to get it over. It's out in front. Sen's trying to clear. And Austin Watson up the wall and out of the zone. Glove down there and chipped into the offensive end. Played by Sanford. Zach Sanford tries to get it into the middle. He's hauled down, and that is going to be a penalty. Zdeno Chara is headed to the penalty box. And Ottawa is going to get the first power play chance of this game with just under 15 minutes to go here in the first period. Still early on in this one. Chara to the penalty box and Ottawa to the power play. We'll see what they can do with it. Looks like it's going to be a hooking call here against Zdeno Chara. Maybe they call it holding. Either way, he got Sanford all wrapped up there and took him down. And that's going to lead here. It is a hooking call against Chara. And Ottawa will go to the man advantage. Taken now. Good job starting on the penalty kill here, though, for the Isles as they bring it to the offensive zone. Looking for a shorthanded opportunity. Pajot's pass in front gets blocked, though. And now it's dumped back in. They'll just be happy to kill off some time. Already 25 seconds gone off of this power play. Under 14 and a half to go in the first. Senators into the offensive zone. Setting up now. Norris on the half wall. Pass back out high. Back to Norris with a blast. Nice stop there by Sorokin. Makes a save on the rebound as well. And that's cleared all the way down by the Islanders penalty kill. What's going on, Isaac? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Moved up now over the red line into the offensive zone. And that one gets taken back. Bailey out of the zone. Cleared again by the PK. And Ottawa will have to regroup back in their own end. First half of this power play is gone. Shabbat with the puck. 54 seconds left to work with on the power play. Moved up through the neutral zone. Sen's trying to bring it in. Chance here in the offensive zone. That one gets poked away. Back out, stolen again by the Islanders. They get it through neutral ice and up into the attacking zone. Tierney gets back and takes it from Pajot. Down to 35 seconds left on the power play. Played over now. Ottawa into the offensive end. Running out of time here on the man advantage, looking to get something going. Pajot steals it, passes over to Pelech, and Pelech backhands it all the way down. Ottawa here again has to try and regroup. Only 15 seconds left to work with as they dump it back into the offensive zone. Andy Green takes hit there from Tyler Ennis. Ennis comes in, steals the puck on the forecheck. Up the boards, trying to keep it in there. Good play. And That is not able to get it out of the zone. Final seconds tick off the power play, though. Chara's out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Ottawa not able to keep it in the offensive zone as Chara will skate it out over the red line. And that one gets dumped in behind the Ottawa goal line. They'll regroup once again. 12:35 now to go in the first period. This one gets played up the wall and taken now down low. Islanders after it. Pass out high, stolen by Nick Paul. Sens come back the other way. Dumped into the New York zone. Down low now, Sebastian Aho takes a hit there and moves the puck. 3-on-2 up ice now for the Islanders, but they enter the zone. They were going to be offsides. Couldn't get it over that blue line. Ottawa steals it back. No, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Sorokin makes a nice save there and covers it up. And we are still scoreless as we head to our first commercial break. 12:07 to go here in the first. What's going on, Eric? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. It's great to have you all in the chat. We have just gone to our first commercial break with just a little over 12 minutes remaining in the first period. We are scoreless so far. Sens only team with a power play, obviously not able to capitalize. And we'll have an offensive zone face-off coming up for Ottawa when we come back. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It would mean a lot if you could hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of every team are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a community where fans can come together and enjoy the sport of hockey and enjoy the NHL. We'd love to have you become a part of it. Also want to give a big thank you to Super Deeker, channel sponsor here. You get $25 off with the promo code DEEK of the week or the link in the description. Super Deeker is an off-ice training tool to work on stick handling, puck control, passing, and more. Great for any hockey player of any age or skill level. And a big, big thank you to them for the support. Ikeka, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, it went really well, Isaac. It was an awesome game. I had a lot of fun watching the Patriots last night. It was awesome. Ikeka, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat, as always. As it is with all of the channel regulars here who are night in and night out in the chat. Very, very much appreciated. So we're coming back from commercial break here. Scoreless start. Isles and Sens. And we'll see who's able to score first. I do expect this to be a low-scoring game, though, for sure. Taking now Tierney to take this face-off in the attacking zone against Pajot. And that one is won back by the Islanders. Mayfield off glass and out. Cleared there by New York. Sens dump it right back in. Thank you for the update, Austin. Leafs score. It's 1-0. Appreciate the update. Taken now. Islanders trying to get it out of their zone. And here's Clutterbuck in on the forecheck. Played down low there. Taken in the corner. Trying to get it out front is Parise. Back out high. Chara with a long shot. That hits a body on the way through and is blocked. Pajot back out. Chara sends it wide of Gustafson's glove. Formenton sends it back. Artem Zub plays it D to D. And gets that one through to Holden, and Holden sends it up the boards and out of the zone. Back to neutral ice. Islanders have to regroup here. 11:20 to go in the first. Line changes coming for both teams. Chara with the puck, leaves it behind the net for Sebastian Aho. Moved up now. Aho with speed through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Fires one over the bar off the end glass. Played now behind the net. And Gustafson's just going to cover that one up beside the goal. We'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Islanders coming up here. 11:02 to go in the period. Trying to get some jersey numbers here for a couple guys I don't recognize. Looks like Dylan Hetherington is number 29 for Ottawa, and Lassie Thompson is in the lineup as well for the Senators. So those were a couple guys I needed to check the jersey numbers. Sens lofted out of their zone into the offensive end. Here's Batherson. Down in the corner, he hits Pelech. Pelech sends it up the wall, though, and it's out of the zone. New York's able to clear. Beauvillier dumps into the offensive end. Going in hard on the forecheck now against Zaitsev. Backhanded up the wall by Shabbat, and it's cleared out here by Ottawa. Cross-ice pass now. Chance in front. Hey, I like that, Noel. I like that a lot, actually. Your bets tonight, I like them for sure, dude. Daniel, what's going on? Welcome. No, it's not Chara's last game. It's probably Chara's last game in Ottawa, where he played for a number of years. It's not Chara's last game overall, but it's probably going to be Zdeno Chara's last game in Ottawa. Bubsy with the 10. Let's go. Get that hype in the chat. Thank you so much, Bubsy. Really, really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for this dono. Really, really appreciate it. That is awesome. Get that hype, everybody. Dropping a 10 on the stream. I have no idea, Jay. I don't think I have a Rangers one scheduled right now, so I have no idea when the next Rangers game is going to be. Up into the offensive zone, played here. Dylan Gambrell with a long shot. That one's gloved down there by Sorokin, and he's going to cover it up as we'll head to our second commercial break here. 9:08 to go in the first. So I'll post the upcoming schedule. These are the games that I know. After this, I don't. So dropping it in the chat right now. Stream schedule for the upcoming games. That's the rest of this week. Other than that, beyond that, I don't know yet. So we head to another break here. We got just over 9 minutes left in the first period. We are still scoreless so far, as nobody's broken the ice yet, and certainly nobody wants to give up that first goal, because got to imagine with the way that these teams are right now, the first goal of this game is going to be very, very important. And it doesn't look like anybody wants to give up that first goal, because they could be in some trouble if they do. Especially the Islanders, who really just need anything positive in their way here. Anything that they can go in a positive direction, the Islanders need right now. So giving up the first goal, I definitely think would kind of be a what's the word? Like it would just kind of take the wind out of the sails a little bit and just be like, really? Like now we got to try and come back. Like nothing's going right for New York right now. I think them getting the first goal would be huge in this game. Ottawa, I mean, they've played well. They've won 3 in a row. I don't think they're afraid to come back or anything like that. But I just have a feeling that the first goal is going to be really important in this game. Caroline, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. It's great to have you in the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by as we come back from this break. And we're going to have a face-off here in the Islanders' end, I believe. It should be an offensive zone face-off for Ottawa. Or maybe it's back out in the neutral zone. No, it is in the Islanders' zone. Yes, okay. So it looks like Tierney's going to get tossed out of the draw here. Ennis has to come in to take it against J.G. Pajot. And Pajot wins that one back. Andy Green will try and start the breakout. Rims it up the boards, but Tierney knocks it down. Puck's in the corner. Both teams fighting for it. And that one gets sent down low here. Played by Tierney. And still trying to work it out now. Noah Dobson gets it to J.G. Pajot in the aisles. Finally lofted up and get it through neutral ice. That goes deep into the Senators zone now. 8:38 to go here in the first period. Ross Johnston with a hit there on Thompson. And it's played up and moved to the middle. Taken now into the offensive end. Here's Formenton. His shot gets blocked. The Isles come back the other way. Here's a chance for New York. Barzal with a good pass up. Palmieri with a shot, and that one is ripped wide. Back out high, long shot there. Chance again for Palmieri, but it goes wide of the post, and the Sens get to it and clear it out. Norris dumps it in now for Ottawa. Down low it goes, played behind the net, and Pelech with Mayfield trying to get this puck out. Taking now Pelech up the wall, and that one chipped to the blue line, and finally out to neutral ice. Under 8 minutes now to go in the first period. Played here. Here's Beauvillier, cross-corner dump. Palmieri going in on the forecheck against Chabot. Chabot gets it to Norris. Norris up to Tkachuk. Back into the middle. And through the neutral zone, here comes Ottawa into the offensive end. Chabot jumping up into the play. His shot attempt gets deflected up into the netting. We'll get another stoppage and a whistle here with 7:40 left in the first. And an offensive zone face-off coming up for the Sens. What is going on, Brian? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. So I've seen Toronto's gone up 1-0 and Nashville's gone up 1-0. The NHL app is not working right now. Like it hasn't. Last I checked it, there was no update. Like it wasn't updating scores or anything. So I'm not gonna have that at my disposal. It doesn't look like. Yeah, no, it's still NHL app still makes it look like none of the games have started yet. So. I'm not going to be able to look up scores easily with the NHL app down. Lightning have also scored, so they are up 1-0 over Montreal. Sebastian Aho now skating it out of the zone for New York. He sends a pass up into the offensive end. Here come the Islanders. In on the attack, thrown in front there. Gustafsson sticks it away. Played now, sent back by Zarnik. 7 minutes to go in the first period. Andy Green has it in his own zone. He goes back behind the net. Rimmed around for Dobson. Dobson gives that one away. Stolen by Watson. Pass over now. Stützle with a shot. But Green gets his stick in the shooting lane, and that's deflected up into the netting. And we'll have another face-off coming up here with 6:50 remaining in the period. And that was a tough turnover there from Noah Dobson, but Green makes up for it by blocking the shot and deflecting that one out of play. Hey, BKL, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it. Happy to have you in the chat. It's been kind of a back and forth start to this one. Nobody's scored yet, so everyone's just kind of trying to figure it out and see what they can get going offensively in this game. But it's been pretty tight checking to this point, and obviously no goals yet on the board, so very low scoring as the Islanders send that one all the way down. And that's played now by Ottawa. Sent up and cleared there now by the Sens. It goes back the other way, and that'll be an icing call against the Senators. Islanders will get an offensive zone face-off. And they'll have a chance here with 6:26 to go to get some ozone time established if they can win this draw. Mike and Julie, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Trying to take it back now. Senators win that draw in the defensive zone. And moved up now and into the offensive end. Taken here, Islanders trying to push it in. They turn that one over. Back the other way. Here comes Batherson. Ottawa into the offensive zone. Tkachuk with a shot. That one gets blocked wide. Goes off the end boards. Under 6 minutes now to go in the first. And we're going to get a stoppage here. Looks like maybe a penalty call coming up. And it looks like we have another penalty against the Islanders here as we head to commercial break. It's going to be another Ottawa power play when we come back. And that is not what the Islanders need here in the first period, is to be shorthanded. They killed off the first one, though. We'll see if they can do it again. Neimer, what's going on? Welcome. I highly, highly doubt it. You don't fire Barry Trotz. I mean, literally you'd have 31 other teams that would immediately want Barry Trotz as their coach. That's just not an intelligent thing to do. Yes, I am on ESPN Plus, Brian. Any game that's out of market, I'm going to be watching on ESPN Plus. James, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Eamon, welcome in. Thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate it. We are getting near the end of the first period here. Still scoreless so far. I'm expecting this to be a low-scoring game with these two teams. Islanders are winless in their last 10 games. Desperate for any kind of points that they can get and really desperate to get back into the win column. Ottawa, while they're still near the bottom of the standings, are on a 3-game winning streak and are playing a lot better here recently. So we'll see if the Sens can continue their winning streak or if the Islanders are able to snap the winning streak or the losing streak here and get themselves back into the win column. But this is going to be interesting to see how this one goes. We got 5:57 to go in the first period, and Adam Pelech is headed to the penalty box here for hooking on Drake Batherson, and it's going to be another Ottawa power play. Yes, Brian, I appreciate that. Yes, no spoiling in the chat. Just wait until I react to it, and then you can say whatever you want in the chat. Sharaf, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Senators win that offensive zone faceoff. They're setting up on the man advantage, looking for the first goal of this game. Played over there, top of the circle. Now back to Chabot out high. Gets it back to the faceoff dot, cross ice. Norris just couldn't get a shot off. Tkachuk tries to throw a rebound in, but it's stopped by Sorokin. Out high now, Chabot's blast gets blocked. Clutterbuck gets in the shooting lane. Back out high, Chabot with it over to Norris. Norris back out to Chabot. Now to the other side. Played there by Stützle. Stützle gets it back to Chabot. Now to Norris with a bomb. He rings the pipe. What a chance there. And then Stützle loses it, and the Islanders will be able to clear. So they dump it into the Ottawa zone, and that one deflects off a stick, up and out of play. 1:18 to go on the power play. Great opportunity there for the Senators, but Norris just missed it by an inch or two. Steven, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Leafs go up 2-0. Appreciate the update. Neutral zone face-off here. Yeah, NHL app is down right now, so I can't look up scores. So I am completely reliant on you guys just telling me what they are in the chat because I can't look anything up right now with the NHL app down. Moved out now, 5 minutes to go in the first period. Into the middle. Taken here. That one's poked away. And that one's dumped in now, New York. Doing a good job on the penalty kill. 50 seconds to go on the man advantage here for Ottawa. Down to 4:45 left in the first period. Into the offensive zone. Chance now sends. Trying to work it around. Final 33 seconds of power play time. Here's a shot. That one gets blockered away by Sorokin. Isles get to it, trying to clear it out. It's kept in, though, at the blue line. Good play there from Ottawa. Taken now Sanford on the half boards. Gets it back to Connor Brown. He takes it down low to the corner. Tries to throw it in front. It's poked away by Green. To Tyler Ennis on the other side. Back out high now at the point. Ottawa still working around the offensive zone. Cross-ice pass. Back out high. Long shot there from Thompson. And that's taken now. Connor Brown as the final seconds are ticking off the power play clock. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Islanders kill off another one. And it's all even strength again, still scoreless with now 3:47 to go in the first period. Moved up now, backhanded into the offensive zone. Here comes Dylan Gambrell. He gets knocked down by Chara. Poked away from him, and the Islanders come back the other way with it through the neutral zone. Backhanded in the offensive end. Stolen away by the Senators. Chabot with it now behind his own goal. Poked away. Taking good forechecking pressure coming from New York. Down to 3:20 left here in the first period. And that one's finally cleared by Chara all the way back to the Islanders zone. And Ottawa will get some fresh legs on the ice. Shots on goal are 8-3 in favor of the Senators. They've been aided in that by 2 power plays. The Islanders have not had a power play chance yet, but the scoreboard where it counts is still 0-0, as nobody's put one home just yet. Batherson goes in on the forecheck there. Gets a hit in on Pelech, and now cleared out by the Islanders. Sens have to regroup. Trying to bring it back into the offensive zone. Batherson gets knocked down there by Mayfield. And it's back out to neutral ice. And this one's going to get whistled down with 2:39 to go in the first. Yeah, it was, Brian. Absolutely. Now have a neutral zone face-off coming up here. 2:39 to go in the first period, just outside of the Islanders' end. If we go to another quick stoppage here. Trevor with the 2! Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it, Trevor. Let's get more hype in the chat. Get some hype for Trevor. Dropping a dono on the stream. Dropping a 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much appreciated. Back out now. Face-off 1 there. And Ottawa dumps it back in behind Sorokin. Played now in the corner. And Andy Green sends it up. Johnston out of the zone through neutral ice. Taken back by Thompson. Into the offensive zone now. Senators back on the push here. It's taken by Dobson, and he skates it out. What's going on, Eddie? Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it. Dumped into the offensive zone now by Gambrell. All right, NHL app is back. That is very good news, Will. And we're under 2 minutes now to go here in the first period. As we're scoreless in this one, Ottawa trying to work it out of their zone. And they bring it up now back into the New York end. Played down deep there. After it is Connor Brown. He gets hit there by Chara, but Nick Paul's in there. Gets it to Stützle. Back out to the point now. D to Zub. And that one trying to go back post. Stützle takes it in the corner, looking for a play out front. He gets hammered along the end boards there by Palmieri. And Palmieri steals the puck. Very good job in the defensive zone there. Now back the other way. Here come the Islanders. Pajot takes a hit from Zub. 1:20 to go here in the first. Still looking for our first goal of the game. Chance out now into the high slot. That one gets blocked. And here's a chance the other way. Taken now. 2-on-1. Sorokin with a massive cross-ice save. Post to post there for Sorokin. And he gets a piece of it. 1 minute now to go in the first. We are still scoreless. What a save there by Sorokin. Taken now. Mayfield trying to start the breakout. And here comes New York up ice. Over the red line. Dumped into the attacking zone. Down low now, played up the sideboards. Taken here by Ottawa, back the other way. Into the offensive end. That one rifled wide by Zaitsev. Kept in at the blue line. Nope, Shabbat had it hop over his stick. Ottawa's going to have to tag up to get on sides. That's going to give a free clear for the Islanders. Back to the Ottawa end. After it on the forecheck. Only 17 seconds to go in this period. We are close to the end of a scoreless first. Tkachuk gets that one to the middle. Ottawa's going to be able to clear this as long as they don't turn it over. They just go back to their own end, play some keep away. And the final seconds are going to run off the clock here. End of the first period. New York and Ottawa 0-0 in a tight-checking, low-scoring game, which is pretty normal for these teams and pretty much expected. We are headed to the intermission. And that is going to give us some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for the second to begin. And some chances there in the first, especially for the Senators, but Sorokin able to keep them off the board, and we are still scoreless after 1. Appreciate everybody being here. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and thumbs up if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. Really great to have everybody in the chat. And thank you guys so much for the support. We'll have some time to just hang out and chill now while we wait for the second period to begin. Toronto has gone up 3-0 over Columbus. That is nearing the end of the first period. Lightning and Canadiens are at the first intermission, heading into the second. That's 1-0 Tampa Bay. Predators have a 2-0 lead over Detroit. And that one is also at the end of the first period. That's not looking too good for my pick today. Detroit on a 5-game winning streak, yet was outshot 10-3 in that first period. They need to be a lot better in period number 2. Ducks and Sabres, not quite halfway through their first period. They started at 7:30. That is a 0-0 game right now in the first. Florida and St. Louis start up at 8 p.m. Carolina and Winnipeg play at 8 as well. The Rangers and Blackhawks go at it at 8:30. The Wild and Oilers play at 9, and the Flames and Sharks play at 10:30. It's a pretty busy day on the NHL docket tonight. 10 games in total on this fine Tuesday evening. So that is the end of one here. Scoreless game. We'll see if either team can break the ice in the second period. But pretty tight checking. A few big stops made. And Senators had the better of the possession there and the more shots on goal. But Sorokin did everything he needed to do in net to keep him off the board. And we are still tied up through 20 minutes of play. Still 40 more minutes of action to go. So we'll have some time now to just hang out and talk about whatever you guys want in the chat while we wait here for the new period to begin. And, all right, sounds good, Joey. Sounds good. Brian, thank you guys for stopping in. And talk to you as we get into the second. Appreciate you guys watching. So, a lot of NHL stuff going on. I'll also drop my upcoming stream schedule in the chat so you guys can all see. Robert, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. I highly doubt the Rangers would be interested in doing that, Eddie. I mean, unless you gave them some sort of astronomical offer, like, I don't know, Austin Matthews or like Leon Draisaitl or Connor McDavid or somebody like that. I really don't think the Rangers would be interested in doing that. What's going on? Bob, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. John, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. No, I have not been to a Providence game yet. I mean, I'm streaming almost every day, so I haven't been to any hockey games in person yet. I am going to the Bruins later this month, but I haven't been to any other games. I'm pretty much here in my basement almost every night. Ted, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It's going pretty well. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. We're here at the first intermission. Shots were 9-3 in favor of Ottawa, but the scoreboard remained 0-0. Sens also 0 for 2 on the power play. The Islanders' PK did a very good job in that period and doing what they needed to do to keep this game scoreless. So, we'll see what happens here in the second period if either of these teams are able to break the ice and finally find the back of the net. But that was a good period. That was a good period, and especially for the Senators there. That was a good start. And Ottawa is on a 3-game winning streak. They've been playing pretty well. They're trying to continue that here tonight on home ice. So, that was pretty much, I think, the way that Ottawa wanted to play that first period. The only thing missing was a goal. All right, sounds good, BKL. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Glad that you stopped in. It's always great to see you in the chat. Yes, I know, Austin. It's 3-0. Yes, Trevor, I watch football just as much as I watch hockey. Football is easily my other favorite sport. I mean, every Sunday I'm watching football pretty much all day, usually. And I watch as many NFL games as I can. So, yes, hockey is not the only sport that I watch. All right. I don't know how to pronounce your username, so I'm just gonna call you X. What's going on, X? Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping in. Really appreciate you coming by. We're here at first intermission, just kind of chilling, hanging out while we wait for the second period to begin. 0-0 game between the Sens and Islanders. Though it was a pretty good first period for Ottawa. They just weren't able to find the back of the net, but they did outshoot the Islanders 9-3. Isles are definitely going to be looking for some more offense in the second period. There's no doubt about that. They got to get something going on offensively. That's been one of their biggest issues this year, has been their inability to score. If you look at the New York Islanders, their goaltending doesn't actually have bad numbers or anything. Like, it's just let's see, goals for. Yeah, 38. They only have 38 goals for in 20 games. So the Islanders aren't even scoring 2 goals a game. That is absolutely abysmal. I mean, you're not going to win anything doing that. Joey, thank you so much for the 1. Dono hype in the chat for Joey. Everybody drops a 1 on the stream. Really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That is awesome, man. Yeah, Islanders winless in their last 10. It's been a brutal stretch here for New York. They're scoring less than 2 goals a game, Ted. So I think you can kind of look at that right there as a major problem for this team. You're not going to win anything in the NHL scoring less than 2 goals a game. I mean, if you look at the team stats, you look at all like the top teams in the league, Washington scores 3.5 goals a game. Florida scores 3.83 goals per game. Toronto scores 3.08 goals per game. Minnesota scores 3.71 goals per game. Rangers scored 2.91 goals per game. They're the only team in the top 10 in the league right now that's scoring less than 3 goals a game. And meanwhile, you've got the Islanders scoring less than 2 goals a game. So, I mean, you can point to that right there as a major issue for these two teams, for the Islanders, as they cannot put the puck in the net. Yeah, definitely. Lightning and Leafs is definitely going to be a fun one on Thursday, Jay. Right now, the second and third place teams in the Atlantic Division, that's a potential playoff matchup. I mean, if they finish 2-3 in the division, they're going to play in the first round of the playoffs. So that should be a really, really fun one. That is awesome, Austin. That is awesome. Yes, Eddie, I work in landscaping. That is my job until YouTube gets bigger. Yeah, this is the Outbreak Bowl, as Alex said last stream. This is the Outbreak Bowl. These are the only 2 teams that have had games postponed this year because of COVID. So it's the Outbreak Bowl, as Alex put it. What's going on, Adrian? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Profion, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you. Kraken played Pittsburgh last night, and they just got absolutely destroyed. It's like 6-1. It was an absolute beatdown. Seattle had been playing really, really well, too, and then last night they just got absolutely hammered on home ice. Yeah, tomorrow is another game between 2 teams desperate for wins. Flyers and Devils, absolutely desperate for wins in the Metro Division. That's going to be another hard-fought game. I imagine that those two teams are pretty frustrated right now, which might make it a little more physical and testy because of the frustration level being so high. So that should be an interesting one. And then obviously Thursday, the Lightning and the Leafs. That is going to be a fantastic matchup. I cannot wait to watch that game. And again, it's a potential first-round playoff matchup. If the standings stay the way that they are right now, that'd be your 2-3 matchup in the playoffs in the Atlantic. I think the Rangers are better than that, Jay. I've been thoroughly impressed with what I've seen from the New York Rangers this year. They're performing even better than I expected them to, and I had them finishing, I think in my predictions I had them finishing third in the division. But they look even better than I thought they were going to. I've been so impressed with the Rangers. Vancouver won last night against LA. First game with Bruce Boudreau as their head coach, and they win 4-0. So for the Flyers, the coaching change did not result in a win. For the Canucks, it did, as they get their first win under Bruce Boudreau. Is Chris Kreider still scoring like a bajillion goals, or has he cooled off now? Because I remember Kreider at the start of the season had like 12 goals in like their first like not even 20 games. It was unreal. I feel like he might have cooled off recently. But I know Panarin's having a monster year. Let's see. Rangers. Let's see. Artemi Panarin has 26 points in 23 games, so he's going to be looking at a 90-plus point season this year. Adam Fox has 25 points already. Kreider is at 16 goals. Oh, my God. Chris Kreider has 16 goals in 23 games. He is having a ridiculous year. Zibanejad's got 18 points. Strome has 17. Wow, big year from Ryan Strome points-wise. He's almost a point per game. Trouba, not bad from Jacob Trouba. 10 points in 23 games and a +4. I would definitely take that. But Panarin, 26 points in 23 games. Fox, 25 points in 23 games. Those guys are both point-per-game players. Shesterkin's been unbelievable in goal. He's had a Vezina caliber season this year so far. Unfortunately, though, he is injured right now, so they're going to have to rely on Georgiev a little bit. And unfortunately for them, Georgiev has not been good. Yeah, he's only got an .876 save percentage and a 3.58 goals against average. So that is not very good. Hopefully Shesterkin is not out too long, because Shesterkin has a 13-3-2 record with a .937 save percentage and a 2.05 goals against. So those are Vezina caliber numbers from Igor Shesterkin. The Rangers definitely going to need him back. Hopefully he's not out too long. Every team has already been streamed once on the channel already, except for Montreal, and I'm doing Montreal next week. So by the middle of next week, every single team will have been streamed so far on the channel. And from that point on, I basically just pick games that I feel like doing. Once I get every team streamed, it's just whatever games I feel like doing. If I go a long period of time without doing a team, I'll try and get one for that team in soon. Like, I haven't done Ottawa in forever, so that's one of the main reasons I wanted to do Ottawa tonight, because I haven't done them in probably close to a month. But yeah, no, it's pretty much just whatever games I want to do, and if people want to watch, great. If not, they can watch somebody else. But there's plenty of other hockey streamers out there that will be doing different games if you don't want to watch the one that I'm doing. But I pick what game I feel like doing, and that's the one that I do. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Brian? Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Yeah, he did. He did try the lacrosse move, Adrian. I have no idea where DeBrusk is going, Adrian. I mean, the only person that probably could even remotely answer that would be the general manager of the Boston Bruins, Don Sweeney. I have no idea what's going on with Jake DeBrusk. As of right now, he has requested a trade, but he is still a member of the Boston Bruins. And until something happens and a move is actually made, we're just gonna have to kind of wait and see what goes on with that whole situation. But yeah, I mean, as of now, he's still a Bruin, and he's gonna be until they decide to finally do something or find the right deal out there. I feel like right now there may not be the right deal out there, but I think as we get deeper into the season, especially if teams, have maybe a guy go down with an injury that they need more of a, third line fill in or somebody that can give them some secondary scoring, maybe they'll, maybe if you lose your third line left wing to an injury, then you go and take a run at DeBrusk and try and see if you can get him at a reasonable cost. And that might be something that could happen later in the year. It doesn't seem like Boston is in a rush to trade him. I think it's just going to be a kind of wait and see type thing. Well, I hope Shesterkin is back sooner rather than later, because not only do I love him as the New York Rangers goaltender, he's my goaltender on a couple of my fantasy teams, so I really need him back. Hey, Paolo, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. I don't think the Bruins would do that salary cap-wise, Profion, not with the contract that Gallagher's signed to now. Montreal would have to eat some money on that or something. I don't think the Bruins are going to take Gallagher at $6 million a year. Gerry, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. No, there's no teams that I'm never going to do the rest of the year, Spence. No. Every team will get at least one more stream for sure. We've got months of hockey left. I mean, December, January, February, March, April. We still have like 5 months of hockey left. So every team will get at least one more stream for sure. As that goes back, that one gets blocked down. We are underway here in the second period as the Islanders and Senators are still scoreless. And that puck's out in the neutral zone, kicked in there by Paul. And Mayfield goes back to get it for New York. Second period has begun. Still looking for our first goal of this game. Trevor, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by and watching. Really, really appreciate it. We are underway here in period 2. Here comes Brady Tkachuk into the offensive zone for Ottawa. He rips a shot off there. It goes wide off the boards and all the way back down to the Sens end. As this one's played by Zaitsev. Just under a minute into period number 2. Behind the net now, Thomas Chabot. CL, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Dumped in now. And that one gets played. Islanders trying to clear it out of their end. Here comes Kyle Palmieri. Pass up and now into the offensive zone. Palmieri in the corner. And he goes around the net looking for a pass into the face-off circle there. That shot goes wide. Kept in by the pinching Dobson. Played now, cross-ice pass. Gets it back, Dobson out high. Played down low now, skates it to the corner. Looking for a pass in front, can't find Bailey. Kept in though by Pajot. On the half boards now, Beauvillier with it. That was Beauvillier, not Bailey, my apologies. Taken there, that one goes off the back of the goal. Digging for it behind the net. Palmieri sends it by Beauvillier, but it's kept in by Aho at the point. Gets it over now, Beauvillier out high. Drops it for Sebastian Aho. Not the Carolina Sebastian Aho, different one. Pass over now, Zdeno Chara with a long shot. Blocked down in front. And the Senators clear the zone now up through neutral ice into the offensive end. Here's Ottawa on the rush. It's Gambrell to the corner. Gets hit there by Chara. 17:45 to go in the second. Islanders take the puck and they backhand it up and out, trying to get it to the neutral zone. Zub keeps it in though, and Bailey will send it back, and they'll try again. This time it's deflected in by... Nope, not deflected in. It's an icing call. Comes all the way back to the New York end. 17:33 to go in the second. It'll be an offensive zone face-off coming up for the Senators. Yeah, no, it's the Sebastian Aho for the Islanders is not the Sebastian Aho for the Carolina Hurricanes. They just happen to have the exact same name. It's funny, they're not even related. So they have the exact same name, but there's no relation between them at all. Islanders trying to work it out now. Thank you, Trevor. Really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Here's a chance now. Bailey sends that one wide. Out high, kept in. Islanders in the offensive zone. Back to the near side. Mayfield. Mayfield sends it down low. Played here along the half wall. Thrown in front. Here's a chance. Anders Lee with a backhand. And they score! The Islanders break the ice. 17 minutes to go. So 3 minutes into the second period. Anders Lee puts it home. And the Islanders have a 1-0 lead. And they get the much-needed first goal in this one as they look to break the losing streak. And that is a big, big goal for the Islanders as they go up 1-0 here. Trying to break this losing streak. Here's step one. Get a lead in the game. So you can check that one off the box. Now they've got to try and hold it. The captain, Anders Lee, with his 5th goal of the season, puts them up 1-0 here over Ottawa. Sens will look to answer. Isles will look to extend the lead and give themselves an even bigger cushion. Played now by Wahlstrom in the offensive zone. Trying to kick it down low. That's stolen away. Here's Tierney. And Tierney goes down there. Looks like he lost an edge. And that puck's behind the net. Wahlstrom comes away with it with Hetherington all over him in the corner. Back out high. Isles keep it in. Taking now Dobson. Shot purposely wide down to the half wall, or corner, back out high. Dobson now gets it on goal. Gustafsson just gets a piece of that one. Trying to send it back now. Yes, Paolo. Yeah. I forget, that sounds right. I know one of them's Swedish and the other one is Finnish. I didn't remember which one was Finnish or Swedish, but I do think Aho from Carolina is from Finland and Aho from the Islanders is Swedish. We're going to have a delayed penalty call here. It looks like a hooking call coming up against the Senators, and Ottawa is going to get their, or not Ottawa, New York is going to get their first power play chance of the game when Ottawa finally touches this puck up. Well, Matthew Barzal has it right now. Trying to bring it through the neutral zone. He passes it off into the offensive end. Poked away, and finally the Sens touch it up. New York is going to the power play, their first chance of the game. They've just taken a 1-0 lead on the goal from Anders Lee, and now they're going to have a power play chance to extend it. Dylan Hetherington there hooks Ross Johnston as he was coming through the middle of the ice trying to drive the net. And that is a hooking call against the Senators. It will be a man advantage opportunity here for the Isles and an opportunity to try to extend this lead. We'll see if they can do it. 15:26 to go here in the second period. Offensive zone face-off. One back there by New York as they look to set up in the offensive zone. Out high now with possession. Dobson with it, top of the circle. Here's a blast. That one goes wide. Barzal plays it on the half wall. Takes it in towards the front of the net. Then backhands a pass out. Top of the circle again. A big shot. That one gets blocked down. Lee in front with a rebound chance. Gustafsson able to get a piece of that. And the second opportunity goes wide. Played now by Wahlstrom. Back to the point. Now back to Wahlstrom. Back to the point. Playing some catch here. Now over to Barzal. Barzal into the middle. Back out. Over to Wahlstrom with a shot. A nice pad save there by Gustafsson in goal. Over now, Barzal on the near side. Gets it down low for Lee. Lee looking to make a pass with it from the corner. Back to Barzal. D. Wade, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Habs tie it up. Thanks for the update, guys. 1 minute to go on the power play here. Shot deflected wide by Palmieri. Trying to get it now. Kept in there by Wahlstrom in the offensive zone. Passes it off for Dobson. Over now, Barzal on this side. Taken now out high, chance. Dobson with a shot. He just rips that one wide. Wahlstrom can't keep it in on the sidewall, and that is going to go all the way back now to the Islanders zone, and much needed line change coming for both of these special teams units. 35 seconds now to go on the Islanders' power play. Under 14 minutes to go in the period. Second period action as we tick towards the halfway point of this game. Trying to send it down low. Moved up the boards. Kept in there, though, by Aho. Played by Beauvillier. Down low, Parise. Passed in here. Pajot back to the point. Back to Bailey on the half wall. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Cross-ice pass, a shot. And a nice blocker save there by Gustafsson. 5 seconds to go. Top of the circle now. Played here. Bailey poked away from him by Nick Paul. And the Senators clear it out. Hetherington's out of the penalty box. Trying to win this foot race. But Sorokin comes out and gets to it first. Power play has come to an end. Haven't heard anything yet, Paolo. No. Not that I'm aware of. Taken down low now. 13:05 to go in the second. Long shot there from Ottawa. Goes wide. Trying to even this game back up at 1. They've just killed the penalty. And we're back to 5-on-5 action. Cross ice here. Tkachuk just couldn't get a piece of that. Holden's shot gets blocked. Sent into the middle now. Another chance, and Sorokin with a big save. And now we get some pushing in front between Tkachuk and Pajot. And Tkachuk just laughs in his face. Sorokin makes a nice save there. It's still 1-0 New York. Mr. Beast Comedy, what's going on? Welcome in. Anders Lee has the goal for the Islanders. And that is the only goal in this game. Welcome in. We had to commercial break. Our first commercial stoppage here, the second period. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget to that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of every team are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a community where fans of all teams can come together and enjoy the sport of hockey and enjoy the NHL. Really, really appreciate it all from everyone. Also want to thank Super Deeker, our channel sponsor here. You get $25 off with the promo code Deek of the Week or the link in the description. Super Deeker is an off-ice training tool to work on stick handling, puck control, passing, and more. Great for hockey players wanting to improve their skills of all ages and skill sets. THG, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. As always, we are down, getting close to the halfway point of this game. Only goal so far belongs to Anders Lee. And it's a 1-0 Islanders lead. They're looking to break their 10-game winless streak here tonight. Really desperate for a win. Ottawa on a 3-game winning streak, trying to keep that going. They're going to be fighting hard for these 2 points as well. So this is a big game between two teams who need every point that they can get. Oh, it's 11 games now? I thought it was 10 even. Well, I don't know. It just says 7-3 in their last 10 games on NHL.com. So they haven't won. They haven't won in a long time. I mean, the number is really non-consequential at this point. The point is that they haven't won in a long, long time. And here's a blast from Pelech. Nice save there by Gustafsson. And that one's taken now. Thompson trying to work it out of the zone. Over the red line and dumped into the offensive end. And that's going to be an offsides as they send it right back in. 12:22 to go in the second. We should have a face-off coming up. Yeah, Islanders do have a point streak. All overtime, all OT losses where they only got 1 point. And honestly, the loser point doesn't help much when you're 5-10-5. The 1 point games really don't do you any good when you're 5-10-5. They need wins, and they need every win that they can possibly get. As it goes back now, play there, Shabbat, pass over, Zaitsev with a shot, that one gets blocked. And that one gets taken here, backhanded and off the boards out of the zone there by the Islanders. Sent right back in, though, by Ottawa. Tkachuk going in on the forecheck here. Kicks it to his stick in the corner. Played down low. Here's Batherson. Under 12 minutes. I am watching on ESPN+. We got a player down in front of the net. It's Josh Norris. Norris here. Not really sure what happened to him. We got a delayed penalty call coming up. And it's going to be a 4-minute penalty here. Norris is bleeding. Looks like it's going to be a high... The referee just went 4. It's going to be a high sticking call, I believe, against Scott Mayfield. And this is going to be an Ottawa power play for 4 minutes. So if they ever got a chance to tie this game up, Norris just got hit right in the lower part of the mouth there with Mayfield's stick. And right in front of the net, he was dripping some blood. And that is going to be a 4-minute power play here. Double minor to Scott Mayfield. And a big power play opportunity here for the Senators to try and tie this game up here with a lot of power play chances here with the extended opportunity. So, also around the league are 8 p.m. start times. St. Louis against Florida, as well as Carolina and Winnipeg. They are ready to get going. So I don't know what they really need to review that for, but they did, and it was just confirmed that Scott Mayfield gets a double minor for high sticking, and it's going to be a big chance here for the Sens. Wow, the Habs go up 2-1 on the Lightning. Wow. That is surprising as we get going here. Shot from Batherson. Nice save by Sorokin with the shoulder. And Andy Green is able to clear that one all the way down. So good early save by Sorokin and a good clear for the PK. First 25 seconds gone off of this power play already. About 3.5 minutes now to go. Sens bring it back into the offensive zone. Looking to get set up with possession here. 11:15 left in the second period. Out high it goes. Played there by Shabbat, back to the half boards, and here's a shot. Sorokin with a save, and he covers up the rebound in the crease as well. 3:20 left in power play time, 11:08 to go in the period. All right, so Montreal is taking a 2-1 lead over Tampa Bay. That is, that's surprising to me. I was not expecting the... Canadians to have a lead in that game, but still plenty of time left. Oh, God, not even close, Profion. What? Suspension for what? A high stick? There's literally high sticks in almost every game. Patrice Bergeron, Mr. Beast comedy. 10:50 to go here in the second. Into the offensive zone. Played here. Down in the corner. Sens trying to work it around. Played here by Norris. It doesn't matter if it's flagrant. It's just a regular penalty. Like, there's no suspensions for high sticking. You'd literally have to club a guy for it to be suspendable, and it wouldn't even be a high stick. That would fall under slashing, and that we've seen, like Duncan Keith did it once. As Ottawa scores here, nice goal from Josh Norris. So Josh Norris gets his revenge as he one-times one by Sorokin on the power play, and it's a 1-1 game as the Senators tie it up and Norris makes them pay. And it was on the first half of the double minor. So the power play continues here. It's a tie game, 1-1. And the power play continues because it was a double minor. They still have the whole second 2 minutes to go here. And Ottawa will remain on the power play with Mayfield in the box. Taken now. Senators trying to work it out of their own zone. 1:45 to go on the power play into the offensive zone. Taken here by Tierney. And that one's backhanded around. Forechecking pressure coming. Good play there by Sanford. Back out high. And Thompson, long shot in. That one just getting a piece of it was Sorokin. And that one taken now. Good save there. Out high. Played around the offensive zone. Sens putting on the pressure here. Thompson. Ottawa is on a 3-game winning streak. As that one gets covered up. Good shot there from Tyler Ennis. 9:31 to go here in the second period as we've passed the halfway point. Sens are on the power play. They have a chance to take a lead in this one and really make Scott Mayfield pay for that high stick. 2-1 Predators. Nice job there by Detroit. Getting that back to a 1-goal game. I actually need Detroit to win that game for my bet tonight, so we'll see what they can do. Here's another chance. Tkachuk and Sorokin just gets a piece of that one. Trying to take it now. Cleared out there by the penalty kill of the Islanders. Back down now into the send zone. Chabot plays it to the corner. It's taken by Batherson. Drop now. Chabot through neutral ice over the red line into the offensive end. And it's taken now. Stolen away. Parise with a breakaway. Here comes Zach Parise. And a save by Gustafsson. Still 30 seconds of power play time here for Ottawa. Batherson back into the offensive zone. Here's a chance and a nice save there by Sorokin. Taken now. Played here by Norris. Still with possession in the offensive zone. Out high. Moves it to the middle. Taken here. Moved in another shot. And Sorokin with a nice save there on Stützle, who got the shot off from the high slot. 11 seconds to go in power play time. 8:27 to go in the period. Ottawa here pushing, but it could have been an Islanders lead. Parise was able to score on this breakaway, but he cannot backhand it through the legs of Gustafsson. And then Ottawa comes back the other way and gets a couple chances of themselves, but Sorokin makes the saves. MXC, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. High shot here from the top of the circle gets blocked wide. Down low, trying to find it in the corner. And 8:10 to go. Power play has come to an end. So one power play goal there on the double minor for the Senators. And we are back now to 5-on-5 hockey. Mayfield is out of the box. We have ourselves a 1-1 tied game. And we are just ticked under 8 minutes to go here in the second period. Into the offensive zone now. In one night, Mr. Beast comedy, or like total for one night, or at one time, like one singular donation, because those are two different answers. Florida goes up 1-0, and Carolina goes up 1-0. So goals already in those 8 p.m. games, as this one's taken out now, dumped in there. And here's Sebastian Aho for the Islanders. Up now, deflected in by Bailey. Forechecking pressure coming from Lee. Biggest single donation, I believe, was $250, Mr. Beast comedy. 1-1, St. Louis gets a goal, so they tie it up against Florida. As for Menton beats out the icing here, Sorokin sends it up the wall. Pinching in, though. Sens keep it in the attacking end. That one rolled right in. Sorokin holds the post, ends up behind it. Aho backhands it up and clears it out of the zone. Played here by Hetherington. Into the offensive end. Getting it back in. Stützle now. Drop pass. Thompson at the blue line. Keeps it on the paint. Shoots it just wide. Taken now. Backhanded here. Hetherington. Poked away there by Dobson, and that deflects it up and out of play. 6:26 to go. We'll get a stoppage here and a face-off coming up when we come back from commercial break with 6:26 remaining in the period. Sens and Isles tied up at 1. Getting down towards the end of period number 2 here. This has been a tight, close game all the way through. I have to imagine it's going to stay that way for the full 60 minutes. All right, we got some scores to get caught up on here. Florida and St. Louis is now 1-1. Carolina's got a 1-0 lead over Winnipeg. And Columbus has scored 1 against Toronto to make it a 3-1 game. Leafs still in the lead. Also, the Rangers and Blackhawks should be starting up here decently soon. That's an 8:30 start on that game, so that should be starting pretty soon here. And then coming up at 9 p.m., we have Minnesota versus Edmonton, and then at 10:30, Calgary plays San Jose. Although this game and stream will be over by the time that one starts. Oh yeah, Profion. Matthews is very, very good. Very, very good player, and obviously filthy goal scorer for sure. Oh yeah, James, it was a big one, absolutely. Very, very nice. Made my night for sure. Yeah, we'll see, Scott. That's going to be a really good game. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching. That is going to be a really good game. You've got the top team in the Central Division in Minnesota against, right now, I guess, the second place team in the Pacific Division in Edmonton. But two very good teams out west. That should be a great matchup between the Wild and the Oilers. Yes, Paolo. I figured 5 games, Bob, but we'll have to see. I still haven't heard a decision on that, so I don't know what it's going to end up being. But I said my number was 5. But we'll see what happens. We're back for an offensive zone face-off. Senators not able to win that one back. Isles get it defensively, and they clear it out of the zone. Chipped up now, neutral ice, and that one goes right into the Sens bench and out of play. Yep, I am streaming tomorrow, Philadelphia against New Jersey. And another matchup between two teams that desperately need any wins that they can get, both on bad losing streaks right now. One of those teams is going to break the losing streak tomorrow night. But there, I just put my upcoming stream schedule in the chat. That is the rest of this week, so you guys want to know what I'm doing this week, just check that out and take a look. It's right there for you, and you'll know what games I am doing. Taken now, down low. Here's a chance for the Islanders in front. Oh, what a goal! Oliver Wahlstrom with a beautiful backhand goal in front. Incredible stick handling after the Sens turn it over. And Wahlstrom makes them pay. It's a lead for the Isles once again. Ottawa can't get the puck out of the zone, and Wahlstrom gets away from his man Stützle and scores an absolutely beautiful goal. Goes in front of the net, pulls it on the backhand, and tucks it in by Gustafsson. It's a 2-1 lead for the Isles here with 5:54 to go in the second period. And that is a huge, huge goal for them. Wahlstrom's 8th goal of the season. He's having a pretty decent year. And that is a big one to put them back up and in the lead. As it's taken now, Zaitsev down low, trying to pass it over to Shabbat. Sens looking to work it out of their zone. Shabbat gets hit there by Lee. Now Barzell with a pass to the middle. Pellick's shot gets deflected up high. And it bounces in off the end boards. Was that Lee getting a stick on it? Somebody got a stick on it. And it gets behind Gustafsson. Looks like Anders Lee's 2nd goal of the game. And the Islanders get another one. It's 3-1. Gustafsson just not able to cover that puck up. The puck goes off the end boards and goes to the side of the net, and Gustafsson just doesn't cover it. And Anders Lee just throws his stick at the puck and it whacks into the goal. Gustafsson doesn't cover it. And Lee's second goal of the night, his 6th of the season. It is another goal here for the Islanders. And they go up 3-1, a 2-goal lead for New York here. And as Brian says in the chat, it is their first 2-goal lead since November 6th, which was over a month ago now. The first time they've had a 2-goal lead. Also happens to be the last game that they've won. So that might be a really good sign here for the Islanders. But we still have over a period of action to go, so it's certainly not over yet. As it's moved up now, New York backhanded in by Pajot. Down low, played up the boards. Austin Watson with it. Passes it up. Gets it to Gambrell. He goes off glass and into the offensive zone. Played now. Parise trying to get it out. Some help there, and out of the zone it comes. Taken now, dumped across the ice. 4:15 to go here in the second period. Pelech takes a hit from Gambrell. Parise comes in and gets the puck. Over to Clutterbuck. Moved over now over the red line. Pelech dumps it in. Forechecking pressure coming from Parise and Johnston. Johnston takes hit there from Holden down behind the net, but keeps the puck with him. Digging for it hard. Parise after it. Back out high. Top of the circle. Fake shot. Here's another chance in front. That one goes off a leg, but not into the net. Just wide. Back up now. And taken now. Sens cleared out of the zone. 3:35 to go in the second period. And it's taken now. Here's Bellows over the red line. Into the offensive end. Going back on the attack here for New York. 3:20 left here in the second. Wallstrom tries to get a pass in front, but it's stolen away by Shabbat. Isles pinch and keep it on the near side, though. Zarnik loses it back to the neutral zone. Chara with possession now for New York. Passes up over the red line. It's backhanded into the offensive zone. Down in the corner, Shabbat tries to clear. And Ottawa gets it back out to neutral ice. Played now, brought back in. Up and trying to bring it into the offensive zone. Here's Barzell. He'll just go back to Chara. Chara will regroup. Deflected over the red line and into the attacking end. Isles going back on the forecheck here. Down to 2:35 left in the period. D-to-D pass. Mayfield keeps it in at the blue line. Down in the corner. Up to Nick Paul. Back to Paul over the red line. Stolen away by Mayfield. Isles pass to the middle. Doesn't connect with Lee. And the Sens will take possession back. Moved up now. Here comes Ottawa into the offensive zone. Nick Paul throws that one wide of the goal. Pinching at the point. Kept in there. Long shot goes high. Played around now. Back to the blue line. Now half boards. Taken by Connor Brown. Top of the circle. Shot there from Stützle. And a nice pad save from Sorokin. Another one ripped wide. Played now Holden to Stützle in the middle. He fans on it. Barzell takes it. Islanders out of the zone. To Lee over the red line. Into the offensive end. Avi, what is going on, dude? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, man. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. Spezza need Neil Pionk in the head, Paolo. Pionk was like down on the ice and Spezza need him in the head after Pionk went knee on knee with, oh, we got a fight back behind the player. Stützle and Dobson. Stützle and Dobson dropping them back behind the play. They're throwing hands. Tim Stützle, definitely his first career fight. And I got to imagine it probably is for Dobson as well. Holy cow. These are not guys that you would expect to be dropping the gloves. But Tim Stützle and Noah Dobson back behind the play. Exchanging fists there. And you do not see those two do that very often. Wow. And we got ourselves a scrap back behind the play. Stützle and Noah Dobson. That's gotta be their first fight. I know it is for Stützle. It's gotta be for Dobson, too. While we're on commercial break, I am gonna go to hockeyfights.com here and see if these guys have ever even fought before. There's literally nothing on Noah Dobson's hockeyfights.com page. And I imagine it's going to be the same for Tim Stützle. Yeah, I'm not finding anything for either of these guys. Wow. Very, very unexpected there. But good to see it. Not oftentimes you get non-fighters like that getting involved. But back behind the play, there was a big hit along the boards, and then they went right after each other and wasted absolutely no time. Wasted absolutely no time dropping the gloves and starting to get into it. That was that livened this up a little bit here as we come back. So I would imagine that neither of those guys have fought before. Unless maybe Dobson had one in junior at some point. I don't know. But he certainly hasn't fought at the NHL level. And I certainly know that Tim Stützle hasn't. Look, this was a big hit. Stützle laid out Beauvillier, and then Dobson went right after him. And they grabbed each other first, then they dropped the gloves and went at it and threw some punches. And that will be the first career fights, I would imagine, for both of these guys, if they get fighting majors. One back now. And that gets taken up and into the offensive zone. Senators going on the rush here, down by a couple. Looking to get back within one. Ottawa has a power play out of this, so they must have given Dobson an extra penalty for going after Stützle for that hit. So Ottawa has a power play out of this. And of course, ESPN Plus cuts out here right as they go to the power play. What do you mean, no connection? Bro, this is getting so annoying. Well, I hope nothing happens. What do you mean, no connection to the internet? What are you talking about? Sorry, this is getting really annoying. Literally, like, I'm watching on ESPN Plus, and now it says that there's no connection to the internet. Why wouldn't there be? All right, hold on, guys. I'm going to go try and reset this Wi-Fi thing. I don't know what is going on here. What the fuck? Now it's going to work. Oh, yeah, thank you. Now you're going to work properly. Well, we're at intermission now. I assume nothing happened. No, we've gone to the intermission, and there's still power play time. Dobson and Stutzler didn't even actually get fighting majors, so that actually sucks, because they won't be credited with their first NHL fights for that, because they only got roughings for it. But we're at the end of the second period here, and hopefully this thing doesn't just stop working again. But it's 3-1, Islanders with a 2-goal lead heading into the final 20 minutes. Ottawa will have about 36 seconds of power play time carrying over into the third. We'll see if they can take advantage of that. A lot of other action going around the NHL, so we're going to get caught up with the scoreboard here. And let's see. The Maple Leafs now have a 5-1 lead over the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they're getting ready for the third period. Tampa Bay down 2-1 to Montreal, also getting ready for the third. Nashville and Detroit 2-1. Nashville getting ready for the third period. Let's see. Ducks have a 1-0 lead over Buffalo. They are in the second period. Panthers. Who told me that the NHL.com says that the Panthers Blues game is still 1-0. Says Panthers have a 1-0 lead on the Blues with 2:22 to go. With 2:22 to go in the first period. Hurricanes also up on Winnipeg 1-0. Rangers have a 1-0 lead over Chicago. So I don't know who said that the Blues scored, but that's completely false. So if you're going to spew garbage in the chat, I'm just not going to listen to it. So that's just eventually what's going to happen. If you're going to give me junk in the chat, then I'm just not going to pay attention to it. So Jason Spezza, his suspension has just been handed down. Six games for Spezza for his knee to the head on Neil Pionk. And, well, that was one game off of what I said. I said I thought it would be 5. That was one game off from what I said. So it is a 6-game suspension for Jason Spezza. Also, Avi, I'm watching the replay of Zegras right now. That is absolutely nuts. Oh my God. That is absolutely nuts. Eamon, I'm just going to time you out of the chat. The Blues have 0 goals. So if you're just going to spew garbage, I'm just going to get rid of you from the chat. So Spezza gets 6 games. That's 1 off from what I was expecting. I said 5, and it's 6. So not that far off. Kneeing Neil Pionk in the head. Yeah, Daniel Habs with a 2-1 lead over Tampa Bay. That is very, very surprising to me. Very much not expecting that, but good for the Canadians finally showing up for a game. It's been a disaster of a season for them. It's nice to have them show up for one game. Ottawa will have some power play time here to start the third. We're actually not in the second anymore. We are in the intermission. Islanders here trying to break this losing streak. They've got a 2-goal lead with 20 minutes of action to go. We'll see if they can hold it. This will be a very important win for the Islanders if they do get this one. In the win column after this third period. DMV, what's going on? Welcome in. Kyle, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Good to see you guys in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, high school hockey was awesome. Hockey was always my favorite sport to play growing up. So, yeah, hockey was the best. We're here at the second intermission, everybody. Islanders with a 3-1 lead. Really, really appreciate you all being here. It would mean a lot if you could hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. I'm just trying to grow a community where everyone can come together and enjoy the sport and enjoy the NHL. We'd love to have you become a part of it. Great to have you all in the chat tonight. We got one more period of action to go. We'll see if the Islanders can hold on to this lead or if Ottawa has a comeback in them. Yeah, Patrick, welcome in. Thank you for being here. It's wild. The Islanders have 3 goals, which is a ton for them. And they also have a lead, a multiple goal lead, which they haven't had in quite a long time. Javen, I didn't watch Cartoon Network as much as Nickelodeon, but I definitely watched some Cartoon Network, and I liked Teen Titans a lot when I was younger. I was definitely a Teen Titans kid for sure. I never got into Ben 10. I don't know if it was like, because that was like a newer show, like as I was getting older or what, but I never got into Ben 10. I was definitely a Teen Titans kid. Blackhawks have tied the game against the Rangers, so that should be 1-1 now. Thank you for that update, DMV. Yeah, I know. I watched Powerpuff Girls too, but Teen Titans was definitely my favorite. I was definitely a Teen Titans kid. I mean, not really much changes for me, Austin. I mean, my day-to-day life doesn't really change around the holidays. I very much just, do a lot of video content, hang out with my friends when I can, stream a lot at night, and on the holidays themselves, I, do stuff with family and stuff, but, the whole season is pretty normal to what I'd normally do. See, I don't know, Paolo. I've never been a big Mike Yeo fan personally. So I don't think they're gonna do any better under Yeo than they did under Vigneault. I've never been a big Mike Yeo fan. I think they need to go outside for a new coach, but obviously, they needed to do something quickly, and Yeo was there to just, take over, but for a long-term solution at coach, I think it's going to be somebody else. Yeah, I know. He's all done. The Blues have not scored 2 goals. He's all done. Yeah, I mean, Looney Tunes are always great. Classic. Tom and Gerry, classic. I love watching Tom and Gerry. See, I was Nickelodeon. I watched a lot more Nickelodeon. Oh, SpongeBob, without a doubt, DMV. SpongeBob, without a doubt, my favorite just show as a kid. I'll still watch SpongeBob now. When I'm with my friends, we're just constantly quoting SpongeBob. That was the show that was everybody's favorite. And will always, always, always be my favorite. And to this day, if I'm with my friends, we are quoting that show constantly. If we're putting memes in the group chat, it's SpongeBob memes. Like it's still to this day as a 25-year-old SpongeBob to this day. Oh, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh a lot when I was younger, Kyle. Yu-Gi-Oh was fantastic. That first season was so good. With Pegasus and Kaiba and obviously Yugi and then Yami Yugi, like that Yu-Gi-Oh, Joey Wheeler. Yu-Gi-Oh was fantastic. Actually, during my senior year of college, I went back and Yu-Gi-Oh's on Netflix, or it was then. I don't know if it still is, but I rewatched the entire first season of Yu-Gi-Oh on Netflix in college. It was so good. After the first season, it went to absolute garbage. I've never seen a show drop off the way that Yu-Gi-Oh did after one season, but that first season of Yu-Gi-Oh was just absolutely spectacular. I mean, depth guy, Oilers man, he probably won't play much, and he'll probably get waived again later in the season once Tampa gets somebody back. I watched Hey Arnold. I was never like huge into Hey Arnold. Like it was never my favorite show or anything, but I would watch it if it was on. But it's not one that stuck with me the same way that some others did. Like I can't like quote Hey Arnold quotes anymore. But like Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob were like the two biggest ones that I watched just all the time. Worst power play in the NHL right now. I feel like it's probably still Vegas, but I don't know. Let me check. Team stats here, power play percentage. Arizona. Wow, actually, Vegas has gotten their power play up to a whopping 14%. So good for them. Actually, Arizona has the worst power play in the league at 11.9%, which is just absolutely brutal. Islanders are also at 14%, right with Vegas, Patrick. So they are not last in the league. Yeah, Kyle, Isles have had a good game so far. Oh, yeah, but I don't count Family Guy as like a kid's show like that, Paolo. I started watching Family Guy in high school and like, yeah, definitely still watch Family Guy to this day. Family Guy and South Park were the two shows that I absolutely loved it all through high school and still love now. But like those are different to me than SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents and Teen Titans, and like those were more like kid shows. Like Family Guy definitely wasn't. But Family Guy's another one that my friends and I will just quote all the time when we're together, because we've watched so many, like, not episodes, so many seasons of Family Guy throughout the years. That will always be a classic for us. Oh yeah, Family Guy is just so funny. So like some of their like older episodes are like literally like had me rolling on the floor laughing. I never really got into Robot Chicken that much. Now you've got like Robot Chicken and like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and like the late night Adult Swim like that's a whole other subset of like comedy shows that were like really just weird, and some of them are really funny. I actually thought that Aqua Teen Hunger Force was really funny. I remember watching that back in the day. The talking like food and drinks. It was like, you gotta be on some serious drugs to think this stuff up. But they ended up with some pretty funny shows back then. I never really got into The Simpsons that much. I've seen, like, some of the episodes, but I never went, like, out of my way to watch The Simpsons. Wow, Chicago takes a lead. 2-1 over the Rangers. That'd be a big win for the Blackhawks. Oh, yeah. Aqua Teen was hilarious, Patrick. All right, we're getting ready for the start of the third here. Intermission is just about over. It's a power play for another, I believe, 36 seconds for the Ottawa Senators. So they'll have a little bit of power play time left here to try and get back within one. But the Islanders are taking a 3-1 lead here into the final frame. So this is going to be a big third period coming up. We'll see if the Isles can hold this lead and finally snap their losing streak, or if we'll see that if Ottawa has a comeback in them and if they're able to extend their winning streak. One of those two things is going to happen. Oh, dude, that's such a classic scene, Paolo. You have no idea, like, when we were all in high school and, like, 15 years old, like, how funny that was. It was, oh my God, it's so classic. Final commercial break here, the intermission, and then we're going to get going. And this is going to be should be a fun third period here as these two teams try and fight it out for the 2 points tonight. Really, really appreciate everybody watching. It's great to have you all in the chat. As always, please remember to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps the channel so much. And I cover the entire league, so no matter what team you're a fan of, everybody is welcome and wanted here. And just trying to grow a community where we all have fun and we all enjoy the game of hockey and enjoy the NHL. Got my upcoming stream schedule in the chat, so if you guys want to know when I'm streaming next or what the rest of my week looks like, check it out in the chat. And looks like we are ready to go as these teams are lining up at center ice to get the third period started. Oh yeah, Kyle, absolutely, absolutely. All right, here we go. Back to hockey now. We had a fun chat about classic television shows, but we're back to hockey now. We'll see if the Islanders can finally win themselves a game here. Also, they're showing a highlight of Zegras' pass over the net to that Milano knocked out of the air and scored with. I have never seen that pass before in the NHL. I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head anybody else doing that. I don't know if that's ever been done before. That is unbelievable. Hey, Tony Hawk's Underground, thank you so much for subscribing. Really, really, really appreciate it. Let's get that hype in the chat, everybody, for Tony Hawk's Underground. New subscriber to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go now. We are underway. Ottawa trying to bring it into the offensive zone. Setting up here with the man advantage. Yeah, Spezza's suspension was announced a little while ago. 6 games. I thought 5. It ends up being 1 off, so pretty close there. And that one is backhanded out of the zone. Power play comes to an end. And we've got ourselves 5-on-5 action once again, all evened up. Back out now, Ross Johnston steals out and away from Shabbat, brings it to the offensive zone. Get some help now from Bailey along the end boards behind the net. Back to Barzal out high, out at the point, knocked down in front. Isles keep possession. Spin around down low. I'm really mad that Dobson and Stützle didn't get fighting majors for that, because that was going to be their first NHL fights for both of them, and then they got roughing penalties instead. We really missed out on seeing history happen here tonight. As that's brought up now by Alex Formenton. He falls down, loses an edge. Aho takes it, and the Islanders come up ice. They'll dump it into the offensive zone. Thank you, Trevor. Appreciate that. Glad you got your question in, and glad that you enjoyed the video response. As it's taken now Down deep, played here. Gambrell in the corner, wearing my old hockey number, 27. I am now very much attached to that number, as that's a long shot in, and that's covered up by Sorokin. It will be an attacking zone face-off for the Senators. All right, it is right about 9 o'clock Eastern time here, which means that the Wild and Oilers game is about to get going. That's a 9 p.m. start time, which usually means about 9:10 puck drop. So we'll set that up here on the ticker as Edmonton and Minnesota. That should be a real good one out west between those teams tonight. Taken here now, Tierney with a face-off win against Pajot. Sends in the offensive zone. Taken by Aho, though. He backhands it up the wall. It's out. Islanders clear. Out now under just over 2 minutes into the third period. Islanders with a 2-goal lead, trying to hold on to it. Into the offensive zone. That one gets dumped deep. Played down low by Palmieri. To Pajot. His pass out front is stolen by the Sens, and they clear it out. Here comes Ottawa now up ice. Ennis dumps to the offensive zone, goes after it. Gets some help from Sanford. Sanford's hit in the corner. Ottawa trying to work it around now. Backhanded by Tierney. Green finally gets it out of the neutral zone. And that one's dumped in. Sens coming back on the forecheck. Islanders play it in their own zone. They loft it up and clear it out. Back to neutral ice. Taken now and back the other way. Down deep. Played here by Aho. Backhanded by Pelech up the boards. Here come the Islanders back the other way. Rimmed around. Ross Johnston sends that one back up, thrown in front, and the Isles can't get it on goal. Clutterbuck keeps it in. Down to the corner. Here comes Parise after it. Johnston in the corner with a hit on Zaitsev. Parise with a pass in front. Oh, nice save there by Gustafsson. Trying to find this loose puck now. It's finally covered up. Finally covered up by Gustafsson. We got a little bit of a scrum going in front of the net. Big save by him, keeping it 3-1. It'll be an offensive zone face-off coming up here. As it'll be the Islanders in the attacking zone. And they'll have a face-off chance now to try and extend this lead. That was a big save from Gustafsson to keep this one relatively close and not allow it to become a 3-goal game. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off here. And Josh Bailey's stick breaks right off the draw. He'll have to go to the bench for a new one. Fighting for it down in the corner now. A couple guys from both teams. Taken away by Ottawa. To Connor Brown. Up and chips it out of the zone. Here comes Formenton after it on the forecheck. Mayfield rims that around. Up and cleared there by New York. And that's going to be an icing call, though, against the Islanders. 16-17 to go in the third. And it will be an offensive zone faceoff coming up here for Ottawa. Down by a couple, looking to at least get one early here and get back into this one. Make it a 1-goal game. All right, Eamon, you've had more than enough chances. You're just continuing to spew false garbage in the chat that is not even remotely true. So I've already timed you out once and given you a warning, but you're done. Just no need for it. You're done. Moved out now. Cleared there. And dumped right back in by Ottawa. Mayfield down behind the net. Rims it up the wall. Out to the neutral zone. And that's taken now by the Senators. They'll try and work it back out of their end. 2-0 Carolina. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. So that's Ottawa now back in on the forecheck. Watson down low. Trying to get it to Sanford. It's taken by Aho. And the Islanders are going to bring this one up and clear it into the Ottawa end. That goes in on Gustafsson as he just has to cover it up as Bellows crashes the net. And That'll be an attacking zone faceoff now for New York. Yeah, Brian, he's been saying wrong scores of other games. He's been saying that some teams are on the power play when they're not. Just completely false information in the chat. So, already had been warned and continued to do it. So, Anders Lee has 2 goals, and the middle goal was scored by, why do I forget? Oh, Wahlstrom. So Wahlstrom has 1 goal, and Anders Lee has 2. For the Ottawa goal was scored by, let me think, Josh Norris. Puck goes out of play. We'll have another face-off here. Not much going yet in this third period. Just not a whole lot going on in this third. Pajot will take this defensive zone face-off against Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk in there trying to get it offensively for Ottawa. Linesman ready, and that puck is dropped. Pajot wins it back. Move to the middle now. Hit there on the forecheck by Batherson. Sen's trying to keep it in. Tkachuk comes over to help. Not able to get it out of the zone. Stolen by Batherson. Still fighting for it along the sideboards. Finally, the Islanders take it, and they'll clear it out. Beauvillier, pass up. Dumped into the offensive zone. Pressure coming now. Beauvillier on the forecheck with Palmieri. Palmieri kicks it to his skate, but just can't get his stick to it. It's taken away now by Ottawa. They clear it out of the zone. Deflected in there. Batherson goes in while everyone else changes. Batherson tries to steal it from Mayfield, but Mayfield moves it to Pelech. Pelech with a pass up now. Doesn't connect. Thompson takes it back. Lassie Thompson moves it up for Ottawa. Then the forwards dump it into the offensive zone. Rimmed around the boards here. Islanders chip it to the middle. Nice play there by Ross Johnston. He's able to get it out of the zone. Coming right back, though. Here come the Senators on the rush. Good back-checking pressure there from Clutterbuck. Back out high. That one goes by the D-man. 13:55 to go in the third. Islanders are less than 14 minutes away from finally breaking this losing streak. Down in the corner. Taken here. Isles steal it in the offensive zone. Over to Green. Green with a long shot. That one goes wide. Rebound comes out to the half-boards. Kept in by Bellows. Good play here. Now Wahlstrom sends it down low. Chance in front. Bellows scores! It's 4-1! And Kiefer Bellows puts the Isles up by 3. 13:34 to go. And the Islanders are this close to finally snapping the losing streak. Mark, what is going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it. It's great to see you in the chat. And this is a big one here for the Islanders. 4 goals. And they have a 4-1 lead here over the Ottawa Senators. 13.5 minutes to go. 3-goal lead. All they got to do is hang on here. And this is not looking good for the Sens to continue their winning streak. It looks like the Islanders might finally get themselves back into the win column. As this one is taken up now, played by Ottawa, dumped into the offensive zone. Down in the corner. Out in front here, that one gets deflected wide. Bailey gets to it for the Isles, and he passes it up into the offensive zone. Here's Barzal. Barzal with a pass. Gets it down low now. Good work in the offensive zone. A lot of puck movement there. But finally, Ottawa's able to take it away and clear it back out. Under 13 minutes now to go in the third period. Played up and into the offensive end. Backhanded there. That one gets covered. Or no, Gustafsson can't cover it. Barzal plays it back to the blue line. Gets it right back. Top of the circle. Shot. And that one's going to be grabbed by Gustafsson. 12:43 to go. Third period action. Islanders in control with a 4-1 lead. Under 13 minutes away from finally breaking the losing streak. We're going to head to commercial break here. Our first commercial break of the third period. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. It's great to have you all in the chat. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of every team are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where everyone can come together, have some fun, and enjoy the action. Really, really appreciate all the support from everybody. And I want to give a big thank you to Super Deeker as well, channel sponsor. You can get $25 off with the promo code Deek of the Week or use the link in the description. Super Deeker is an off-ice training tool to work on your stick handling, puck control, passing, and more. It's great for any hockey player of any skill level to work on their skills and really does make it a lot of fun, so a big thank you to them. Hey, Mark drops a 25 on the stream. Thank you so much, Mark. Really, really, really appreciate that. Let's get some dono hype in the chat, everybody, for Mark. Big dono. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much appreciated. Get that hype going in the chat. Really, really awesome. Very generous from Mark. Thank you so much. And we've had a good stream here. Got a good one going. Islanders look like they're finally gonna break the streak, possibly, if they don't just completely collapse here. But I don't know. We'll see. Ottawa gets a quick one. All of a sudden, this is a game again if Ottawa gets a quick one. Here we go now. This one taken. And Islanders trying to work it around. Pajot passes it back to Green. Green with a big blast. Took too long. The shot. Sens got in the shooting lane. Then Pajot comes in and just sends one off the outside of the goal. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Beer is good. That is for sure. And definitely. Tonight's a water night, but later in the week, we'll definitely have some beers on stream later in the week. So that one is taken now. Senators trying to keep it on the forecheck in the offensive zone. Chance here in front. That one goes through Brown. Back to the half boards now. Played across. Ottawa throws it in front. Oh, it deflects in! Off the skate! Looked like it went off the skate of Noah Dobson and into the net. And that is the quick one I was talking about. Ottawa makes it a 2-goal game again. As they put one in, it looks like it's going to be Nick Holden's goal. And the Sens are right back into this one. Holy cow, this is going to get good at the end. And it did. It went right in off the skate of Noah Dobson. They're just trying to throw it in front. And it went right off his skate and into the net. That is a real tough bounce there for the Islanders. But that ends up in the back of their net. And it's a 2-goal game once again now with 11:49 to go. And all of a sudden, their Sens are right back in it. Islanders still got to play the rest of this game. Chance out in front. Here's another chance. Oh, what a save by Sorokin. Huge stop in front. Great pad save there. Sens pressuring now. Looking to get another one here as quick as they can. Along the half boards. Taken down low. Here's Pelech. Rims it. Up the wall, Johnston chips it out. Good play there. Taking now Parise into the offensive zone. Thrown in there off the outside. And taken in the corner by Ottawa. 11:05 to go here in the third period. Chance out in front. That one's just ripped wide by Parise. Down behind the net now. Hetherington with it. Back to Thompson. Under 11 minutes now to go in the third period. Lassie Thompson. Out of the zone, pass up through neutral ice to Brady Tkachuk, dumped into the offensive end. Rimmed around here, played by Chara. Batherson on him, it's stolen away by Tkachuk. Tkachuk trying to get it in front. Chara knocks him down along the end boards. Andy Green now chips it up, gets it to Bailey. Bailey backhands it out of the zone, and the Sens will have to go regroup in their own end. Played now by Zaitsev. He can't clear it out. Falling down, though, one of the Islanders. That's moved to the middle. And taken now by the Senators. They'll regain possession here. Into the offensive zone. Here comes Ottawa now. Thrown in there. Stick to the corner by Sorokin. Zaitsev keeps it in and out the blue line. Played along the half wall. Cross-ice pass from Tkachuk. Here's a shot. That one's rifled wide. To the middle of the ice it goes. Chabot keeps it in. Batherson down in the corner. Past the halfway point of the third. Under 10 minutes to go in this one. Ottawa down by 2. They need a couple here in the final 10 minutes to at least force overtime. Stolen away there by Bellows. And that's backhanded out of the zone by New York. They'll get a much-needed line change. Dumped in now. Ottawa sends it back to the Islanders zone. Isles don't want to sit back too much here. They still got to play hockey. Just sitting back and trying to play prevent in your own end usually doesn't work out. So that one gets deflected into the offensive zone. Sens go back in on the forecheck. Played now, lofted up high. Isles off glass and out of the zone. Thrown right back in, though, by Ottawa. Trying to bring it down. Aho rims it up the wall. Taken here. New York clears. Sens steal it at neutral ice and bring it right back in. Connor Brown throws that one in front. It goes off a body, and the Isles can't get it out. Sens keep it in again. Good pressure coming here from Ottawa. They look really rejuvenated after that goal. After they cut it back to a 2-goal game, they look really rejuvenated here. Gambrell sends it in deep. He'll go on the forecheck. Out in front here. Here's an opportunity. Watson rips that one wide. Gambrell with it now. Watson helps him out in the corner. Pass out high. Long shot. That one gets stopped by Sorokin. Cleared up and out of the zone. 8:25 to go here in the third. Chabot with it. Up the boards it goes. That's cleared again by New York. 8:10 to go in the third period. Played here by Chabot behind his own net. Starts a breakout now for Ottawa. Up through the neutral zone and deflected into the offensive end. Batherson's going to be the first one there. Pajot back though, back checking, steals the centering pass. The other way, here it comes New York. Beauvillier poked away from him by Thompson. Beauvillier checks him down low. Trying to get it back here. Islanders on the forecheck. 7:45 remaining in the third period. Taken now, Clutterbuck. Pass out to the point. Long shot from Mayfield. And that one's going to get gloved there by Gustafsson. And now we got some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Everybody's getting into it. As we got a big scrum after the whistle here. And finally, the linesmen get in. It starts to break up. 7:39. No, now they knock down Clutterbuck. And they don't want this one to be over. 7:39 to go in the third. 4-2 game. Islanders with the lead, and they're scrumming it up here after the whistle. So we're finally going to head to this commercial break. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Third period action. Islanders with the 4-2 lead. And they got quite a scrum going after that one. Hasn't been a ton of that in this game. But something got the Senators riled up there, and they were all over Cal Clutterbuck. We're at commercial break now. And third period, getting late in the third period now. Sens are running out of time if they're going to try and come back in this one. We'll have to... We'll have to see what happens here the rest of the way, if Ottawa's able to complete the comeback or if the Sens hold on. Checking some scores now at the commercial from around the league. Maple Leafs now have a 5-2 lead over Columbus. So Columbus gets another one in that game. Let's see. Canadians are still beating the Lightning 2-1. Nashville now has a 4-2 lead over the Red Wings. So that's looks like the Red Wings winning streak is going to come to an end. Ducks are still up 1-0 over Buffalo. Florida is now up 2-1 over St. Louis. Carolina has a 2-1 lead. Whoops. Carolina now has a 2-1 lead over Winnipeg. And Blackhawks have a 2-1 lead over the Rangers. They're going into the second period. God, can't type right now. And the Wild have a 1-0 lead over the Oilers in the first. So there we finally have everything up to everything up to date there. Looks like we're going to get some 4-on-4 here. So they take one from each team after that big scrum. And we're going to have some open ice now as the Islanders win the faceoff. Shot in there. Pajot right off the draw. He scores. J.G. Pajot on the rebound. A 4-on-4 goal, and the Islanders have a 5-2 lead as they extend it back to 3. And a big 4-on-4 goal there for New York as they extend the lead back to 3. J.G. Pajot on the rebound. He wins the faceoff back to the point. The shot comes in from the blue line. Gustafsson makes the first save, but the rebound goes right to Pajot, and he puts it in by the pad. Wild are now up 2-0. Thank you for the update, Scott. And that is a big goal for New York here as it's a 3-goal game once again now. His 3rd goal of the season. And Pajot puts him up 5-2 with 7:15 remaining in the 3rd period. Isles back into the offensive zone. Long shot there goes wide. Sens trying to come back the other way. Here's Connor Brown into the offensive zone. Brown with it, poked away by Mayfield. Thompson keeps it in. Mayfield steals it. And he's just going to curl back, try to go D to D. Brown! And Mayfield gets his stick in the shooting lane. Bad turnover there from Scott Mayfield, but he does make up for it. And now the Islanders clear it out. We've still got 1:07 in 4-on-4 time here, down to 6:42 left in the 3rd period. Moved up now into the offensive end. Zaitsev rims it around the boards and doesn't get anything on it. It just dies behind the net. Pelech takes it, goes D to D. And now Dobson's going to skate it out up to Pajot. Pajot over the red line into the offensive end. Trying to go back here. And he'll just skate it back to the neutral zone and regroup. Happy to watch that clock die down. Unfortunately, though, he ices the puck on that pass that does not connect. And 6:16 to go in the 3rd period. It will be an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Senators. And still got a little bit of 4-on-4 time left here. Endo, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry I missed you in the chat earlier. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it. Quite a bit going on in this 3rd period. Kind of got missed some of the chats. My apologies, but taken now. Dobson. Isles trying to work it out of their zone. Goes D to Pelech. Back to Dobson. Back to Pelech. Brought up now. Hey, congratulations, Daniel. I hope you had a great birthday, and I hope that your 21st year is a great one. Congratulations and happy birthday. 5:50 now to go in the 3rd. Sens trying to get it out of their zone. Isles trying to keep it in. And Sens are going to clear here. All right, sounds good, Trevor. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And see you tomorrow. Talk to you soon, buddy. Taken now. Isles looking to work it out of their zone. Zarnik with the puck. Where 4-on-4 is over. We're just back to regular 5-on-5 hockey now. And we're going to go to a power play. Islanders are going to get a man advantage chance. A tripping call. Coming up here is Palmieri was tripped down, and the Islanders are going to get a man advantage opportunity. Head to the power play. When we come back from this commercial break, should be the final commercial break here of period number 3, and New York already up by 3, in complete control of this one. Looks like they're just going to coast this lead to the end. And we head to the final commercial here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget to that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the whole NHL, so fans of every team are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, have some fun, chat, and enjoy the NHL. So we'd love to have you become a part of it. Thank you guys all again so much for being here. Those likes and subscriptions really, really help out the channel a ton. And really appreciate everyone taking the time out of their night to watch the stream. Tony, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I'm also going to put my upcoming stream schedule in the chat. So if you guys want to know what games I am doing coming up next, that is the rest of this week scheduled in the chat. As I'll be doing Philadelphia and New Jersey tomorrow, Tampa Bay versus Toronto on Thursday, and then a doubleheader Saturday night. Going to be a big night Saturday. We're going to start with Washington versus Buffalo at 7 p.m., and then when that game ends, we're going to go right into the Bruins versus Flames at 10 p.m. That is in Calgary. And it is the last leg of a Western Canadian road trip for the Bruins this week. That should be a really big game between those two teams. And unfortunately, I haven't done Calgary as much as I've wanted to this year. So I'm really happy to get a chance to do the Flames again, because I need to do more of them with how good they've been to start this season. Isles go to the power play here as we're back from commercial break. They're setting up in the offensive zone. We got 5:20 to go. 5:20 to go here in the third period. Now 5:16 as Gustafsson makes that save and covers it up. Still 1:47 of power play time. Isles in complete control with a 3-goal lead late in the third. One back now. Right off the draw, Dobson, pass over to Wahlstrom. Save there, Gustafsson. Sen's trying to clear it out. Here's Nick Paul. He'll slap one down the ice, back to the Islanders zone. Watson will peel off for a line change. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Moved up over the red line into the offensive end. Out high now, Anders Lee looking for the hat trick. I assume the Isles will probably try and get him another goal and see if he can get the Hattie tonight. 4:40 left in the third, 1:08 left on the power play. Backhanded out now into the neutral zone. Over the red line, dumped into the offensive end. Rim down low. Backhanded out here. Here comes Formenton, one-on-one into the offensive zone. He tries a drop pass, but Wahlstrom's there for the Islanders, and he takes it back. Now New York into the offensive zone. I don't know what Formenton was doing with that drop pass. That was not a good play. Here they come, though. Another chance for the Sens, shorthanded. Up ice, a shot, and Formenton scores! Alex Formenton makes up for it by getting a 2-on-1 break into the offensive zone, and it's a shorthanded goal for the Senators as he rips it by Sorokin. It's a 5-3 game. And there is another goal for Ottawa as they make it a 2-goal game once again. And Formenton ripped that one glove side. Still 37 seconds of power play time for the Islanders. 4:05 to go in the third. And Ottawa is now within 2. We'll see if they can get another quick one here and really make it interesting at the end. Here come the Islanders, though, off of the faceoff into the offensive zone. Trying to get it out. That's stolen again by the Senators. And they're going to dump it deep into the Isles zone. 15 seconds of power play time. Sens doing a great job on the penalty kill, though. Taken down low now. Aho with it. 3:35 to go in the third period. Aho dumps it to the offensive zone. That one gets deflected. He tries to just send it deep. Down low here, it's played by Zaitsev. Gambrell. Up into the offensive zone. Down in the corner. And Isles take it back. They steal it and bring it out. Here's Johnston. Ross Johnston up into the offensive end. Going in hard here on the forecheck. Just trying to keep it at that end of the ice. Sens can't score if they're stuck in their own zone. Isles doing a good job here at keeping them down. Clutterbuck and Johnston out there with a good shift. Power play is over for New York. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. And Johnston brings it back into the offensive end. Thrown up now, taken. And that one is chipped away. Back out to the neutral zone. Thrown in there. 2:35 to go now in the third period. Here with it, Connor Brown out of the zone, moves it to the middle. Artem Zub into the offensive end. Senators on the rush. Got to imagine they're going to be pulling the goalie here soon. First opportunity they can get him off. That's back out, cleared again. Over the red line now. Dumped back into the offensive zone, stolen by the Islanders. Back out to neutral ice, Sens maintain possession. And 2 minutes now to go in the third period. That's cleared by the Islanders back to the neutral zone. Zub will take it now for Ottawa. I imagine, have they not pulled Gustafsson yet? I'm surprised. Figured they'd want the empty net here and the extra attacker. Taken now. Sens go back to their own zone. They're just going to regroup. Played up now. Gustafsson still in the net. 1:40 to go in the third. Ottawa needs 2 goals. Moves it through the middle into the offensive zone. Brian, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Bolts have taken a lead. Wow. Good on Tampa Bay for coming back, and another choke job there for Montreal. Jesus. That lead did not last through the third, apparently. As Ottawa now has pulled the goaltender, it's an empty net. Sens net is empty. Thrown in there. That one kicked out by the defenseman in front. 1:05 to go in the third period. Ottawa struggling to get anything going offensively here. Moved up through the neutral zone. Isles doing a great job with the lockdown defense. Senators finally trying to set up now in the offensive zone. Out high. Kept it in the blue line. Knocked down though by Bailey. And that's out of the zone. Cleared there again by New York. Under 45 seconds now to go in the third. Islanders this close to breaking the losing streak. Puck's behind the net. Chara sends it up the boards. Norris plays it for the Sens. Sens get it back down low. 30 seconds to work with. Looking for a play in front. That's stolen away. And out of the zone. Islanders clear. Back out here now. Ottawa with it. 20 seconds to go. Trying to get it into the New York end. Sent right back out here by New York. And that's going to go all the way back down. This game is over. It's just a matter of the time. Ticking to 0. 8 seconds to go in the third. Now 5. And the horn is going to sound. This is over. The New York Islanders, after winless in 11 straight, finally pick up their first win since November 6th. It's literally been over a month. And the Islanders finally get back into the win column with a 5-3 victory on the road over the Ottawa Senators. Also, the Ottawa Senators winning streak is stopped at 3. And they dropped this one tonight at home. Islanders, a huge win for them as they now go to 6-10-5 on the season. And that is going to be the end of this one. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the game. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to drop my upcoming stream schedule in the chat one last time. I'll be back tomorrow night for the Philadelphia Flyers against the New Jersey Devils. 2 more teams that desperately need to get back into the win column and are currently on long losing streaks. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow night. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Would love to have you become part of the channel community. Thank you guys again all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Hope you guys have a great day tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. That's going to do it for me for tonight, but I'll be back streaming Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday as well this week. So we got a lot of streams coming up. Really, really appreciate the support from everybody. Have a great night and talk to you guys very soon. See you next time.